Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 300. That's
Wow,
crazy.
300. I'm Allena, also known as Star Knits. Today is October 16th. This is our monthly podcast. If you're a returning watcher, thanks for coming back. If you're a first time watcher, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
And we have show notes on the Weasley Sisters podcast.wordpress.com.
yeah. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
Yes.
Wait, you got any mojo?
I do have quite a few for the month. Some of it is stuff that I don't have here, so I just have to show you pictures.
That works.
So first off, I finished an amigurumi for the shop. It's called Brown Weirdo. It's like a little dog.
Okay.
Because we got some rickarumi, little like 25-gram balls of yarn. So we made a bunch of amigurumi for that. Not a bunch. We made a few. The goal is to make a bunch. So yeah, so I finished that, and then I finished some crochet squares. So I have this windmill square, which was kind of confusing, and I'm like a pretty good crocheter, like, but it was just confusing. Also, I was using this crochet, let me find it, this crochet deck that I got, and the words are so small.
So maybe it wasn't as confusing as you just couldn't see it
So
as
see
well.
how small that is? I had to take off my glasses to read it because I am nearsighted. Anyways, so I did that square, and that was from that, and then I did this square as well.
That's pretty too.
Which was fun. And then I did this square. It's like the wheat stitch, which is I made a pumpkin out of it too. That's at the shop with banana yarn.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's like a pattern that kept popping up on Instagram. So I like made that. So yeah. So then I finished all of those. I have a lot finished. I also finished these two pieces of this chemistry set that I'm making for the shop, because Heather, the owner, is a chemist.
Oh, that's cute.
So I'm making that. I have a little bit more that I need to make, but yeah, things I get like super distracted and to make other things. So also during that time I made these fingerless mitts, and I published a pattern.
I saw that. I was very surprised because you hadn't told me about that. And I was like, wow.
Mitts for crochet. And so I couldn't find one that I liked, and I just made it myself. And then also, and I'm going to talk a little bit quieter because Bella's here. I finished these socks. Her birthday's on Sunday, and so I'm going to give them to her. They're Afterthought heels and toes because I cranked the sock on the sock tube and on the sock machine, and then I added, heels and toes. So I finished those. And I think that's everything that I actually finished. Yes. Do you have any mojo?
No. I still haven't blocked that. How do you say that? Analogous shawl?
And yeah, analogous.
Analogous? I don't know. It's finished, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, I need to block that. I still haven't done that. But yeah, I haven't finished anything else other than that. But we can move on to whips.
Okay, what are you working on?
I signed up to do a test knit, which is not a secret. So we just aren't allowed to show the pattern. So I'm assuming I can show it on here. But it's It's a
Oh, that's
poncho,
cool.
or it will be. But it's pretty cool. I'm excited. By Shayna Lines Designs. But oh my gosh, it'll block out more. But I'm using 3 different yarns, and I faded them. I'm getting actually near the end. Here's my yarns. Oops, there we go. I'm a little upset
Oh, I
that
love
this
it.
wasn't quite speckled, and it had more like longer repeats of color in it. So this middle section, like you can actually see like that, like the striping or whatever the color pooling. It's not like pooling because it's just like 1 or 2 rows, but I don't know. I don't know what you call that.
I think it looks
Um,
cool.
so it's not my favorite, but I enjoy how it looks. And it's been a really fun pattern to knit, and I'm almost at the other end, and then there's bands on each side that I'm gonna have to pick up and knit. But yeah, I think I'm probably like 90, maybe 85% done with it. So that's cool. So that's been, and it's fingering weight yarn, so or sock yarn or whatever. But I've been working on that a lot. And then I also started just a little sock head hat for Rosie.
Oh,
Though
cute.
she's more like a neutral girly, so I don't know, whatever. I just had this balled up and I started knitting with it. But we've been at soccer games and stuff, and like her hats that I've made previously are too small, so I was like, oh, better make another one. So yeah, so just a little socket hat, but this one has sparkles in it. I don't know, it's not coming up on the.
No, you can't tell, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. I've only done this a little bit. I'm trying to get the poncho done first.
Shayna.
But that's all I'm working on.
That's cool. I am working on another wheat stitch granny square, which is just basically the extended puff stitch. But
Still
I'm
pretty.
doing 2 colors. And so it's like the last square that I'll make because as you know, I play for the Harry Potter Knit and Crochet House Club, and I am the blanket wrangler for the Slytherin Sunshine Committee. And there's a Slither hug that needs to be put together, and we needed squares, so that's why I made so many squares last month, and then I have like one more, I think, to get the right amount, and then I can actually start joining the blanket. So I have that I'm working on, and then I am starting this, not starting, I'm finishing this Fair Isle crochet vest.
That's cute.
I am using, we got this new yarn in the shop, Cherub Bulky. It's 100% acrylic yarn, but it's like bulky, and it's really soft. So I'm just making this vest to go with it. I haven't had a lot of time to do
When
stuff,
did
but
you start that? I feel like I haven't seen that before.
I started it at the beginning of the month.
Okay, cool.
So and it's almost done. So that's what I'm working on knit and crochet wise. And that's it.
Cool. I also have Chloe socks that I have like just she wants like a ruffled edge, not ruffled. What does she call it? Like a lettuce leaf edge. I don't know, where it's like kind of just like squiggly. Um it's basically to the point where I can do that. I just need to like look up how to do that and do it. I don't have them here. But that's it. So
Okay.
moving on.
You spin me right round. Have you been spinning anything?
No, not this month.
I have. I started a new mashup surprise. But I will show you a picture of the fiber that I decided. So I have 4 let me find it. I have 4-ounce things of fiber.
Oh yeah.
And so what I actually decided, and I didn't take a picture of it, but I am going to spin because I really like gradient. So I'm going to spin the gradient like that. And then I don't know if you can see like this right here or two like bats that I split up between the two. So this one, this braid and this braid are going to be applied by themselves. And then the gradient is applied by themselves. So I split up this one between the three to get a 3-ply. So for the first one, I went from, because it was like brown, black, and purple, and pink, and red. So I like gradiented so it would end up with pink, and then I'm going to start the pink and gradient down just because I like the way the gradient is. And then the other ones, I think I might do like a fractal type thing. I haven't decided. So I have them separated into ply bags, you know. So that's where I'm at. I'm still on the first ply, so I don't think I'm getting it done this month. But
I love a good mashup.
yeah. So I'm hoping I'll get enough for like a vest or something because it's a pound of fiber.
Yeah.
So but I'm planning on a 3-ply. So yeah, but that's what I'm spinning. Like hopefully a sweater quantity, if not like a short sleeve sweater quantity.
It could be cute.
So that's all. So
cool.
Yeah. Weaving. You have anything weaving? I put on my loom, my floor loom, because you know I got Jane Stafford's weaving school for my birthday or Christmas. I forget which one. Maybe Mother's Day. One of those three. And I have been watching the videos, and she has one about double weaving. So I planned out a whole project, and I got it on the loom, and I actually started weaving, and it's working. And
That's
double
exciting.
weaving where you have all 4 shafts, and then top 1 and 2 are one layer, and 3 and 4 are the next layer. So you like weave, and then it's like joined, and then when you're done, you open it up, and it's twice the width.
I've heard of it. I've not done it.
I'm weaving that, and I'm it's like maybe this much woven because I really have not had time to do that at all. And I'm still weaving on my pin looms for the granny square blanket that I want. That is I'm adding in new yarn and making one of each of the squares and all the new yarn combos. And then I still have my hand spun rigid heddle on my hand spun fabric on my rigid heddle because I'm planning on making like a sweater from the Get Weaving with Sarah. She has like this shirt, and like so I'm planning on doing that. If I have long enough, I might do one of her dresses. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing for weaving.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so next up is binging. Have you been binging anything?
Yeah, so Chloe and I watched through, it's a show on Netflix called The Way Home, but I think it was made for Hallmark.
Yeah, it's on Hallmark Channel normally.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. It was only like 2 seasons, so it didn't take us that long. But it was kind of fun. Like
I think they're on like 3 or 4 now.
oh, well, that hopefully it'll come to it because it's like they jump in this pond and then they like go to a different time. They like time travel, but only backwards into their like past or their family's past. I don't know. It was like a fun, cute little thing. I also because I had watched the Harry Potter movies with her. Like Chloe just like finally got into it after, being in my life for 18 years.
Well, and like
um
if you like watch our podcast like way back, she didn't want anything to do with it, which is
no.
hilarious.
Well, she'd like sit down, like, because we'd have family movie nights, and every, like
Yeah.
yearly we watch through it or whatever, or even like at Christmas time or whenever you guys would be here. Sometimes would like we put them on, and like she'd sit down and watch, and then like just get disinterested and like rather go and do something else, which is fine. I'm not going to force anyone to watch anything.
Yeah.
Um, but then I think it was like September 1st, and I was like, oh, I got to get back to Hogwarts. Like we got to do our little marathon. It was like a gloomy day, and she's like, okay. So then like we watched it. So it was fun. But then because of that, I was like, I haven't like actually listened to the books in like forever. It's been quite a few years. I used to re-listen to them probably yearly. But it's been a while. I also haven't been playing in the House Cup, so like a lot of times I do that because then it would help give inspiration a little bit
Oh yeah.
with classes. But so now at my job I can like have a earbud in, and I've been listening to the series, so that's been fun.
That is fun.
Something mindless that I can still like focus on and
Yeah.
do what I need to do. But yeah, so I'm gonna need to find different books because I just finished them. Um, but yeah, but I was like, okay, Chloe, now you need to listen to her or read the books. And she's like, probably not. But that's fine.
That's funny.
I'm like, they're so much better. What
Yeah.
about you? What are you binging?
Um, so I binged through all of Criminal Minds until
Ooh.
it ended on Hulu, and now it's on like Paramount or Peacock, one of the
Oh,
two, like Criminal Minds Evolution. Um, but we have the cheap version, so there's still commercials, so I'm not watching it. So like on Hulu, we don't have commercials.
that's
Um,
adorable.
so I binged through that, and then I've been kind of like not really binging anything because I don't have anything to watch.
It's a hard thing to like try and find a new show.
Yeah. And I have a few that I've like started and stopped.
Hmm.
Um, I got some recommendations from a friend at work, so I might look into a few different ones. But I mean, I haven't really like had time to sit down and watch anything. I've been like
Work, work, work.
working a lot and not like working from home where I can like listen to books, which I have been listening to books. But they're just like random books. You can look at my Goodreads. There's a lot of crap in there. But um yeah, I've been like working at the knitting store, so I've been like seriously busy.
Peopling.
Yeah.
um, oh, I started watching because I was trying to find a show to watch, but Quantum Leap, they like
Oh, that was good.
did you watch it through it? I'm only a
The new
couple.
one? Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, it's cool how they like brought it back and how they like made it whatever. I'm only like
So
maybe
a lot of the
three.
shows I've watched I are like newer, so I'm waiting for the
Oh,
new
the new season because
season.
there's
So
a
like
like,
High Potential is one that I really like.
oh, what's that about?
This girl has this girl, she's like a lady. She has like 3 kids and she has like an IQ of like 400,000. I don't really know what it is, but she's really smart, but she has like um a, a mind like she can go in and like figure out like what's wrong, so she like helps solve crime.
That's
It's really
fun.
good. Um I like it. But like it's on the second season now and they're like coming out like weekly,
Oh,
so I have to
that's
like wait. I also binged watch some documentaries. One was the yogurt shop murders. It was crazy. And then there was one called Body in the Snow, also crazy. Like real crime. I don't like the serial killer ones, but the real crime
oh,
things I
I
like.
don't know. I've watched a couple like Joe or Gabe and Ruby have watched them, and I'm like, I don't like that all
Yeah.
that.
I don't
Um,
know. So those
there
are
was
two that I watched and I liked. So
there was a show that I've seen, like just the blurb. I think it was probably Netflix. I don't even know what it's called, but it's about a doctor who like lost like 15 years of memory or whatever, but she's
Oh my
still a doctor.
goodness.
Yeah, or like 8, maybe whatever, but like she's still going to be a doctor. So I'm like, that might be a good thing to watch. I
Oh,
don't know.
maybe I'll look at that. I
Um,
tried watching and so I'm trying to binge watch stuff that doesn't have commercials. So
I feel that.
Netflix is out because I get commercials on Netflix, and Paramount and Peacock are out. So on Hulu, oh, I watched through the 4th season of Only Murders in the Building. It was great. And now I'm ready to start the 5th season. And then someone shared to me an advent calendar by um I'm gonna look it up. I'm like debating if I want to buy it. A yarn advent calendar. Let me find it. Called Only Murders in the Advent by I think Sister Twisted Sister. Let me look. Um Sister Weekend Yarn Company.
Okay.
Only Murders in the Advent. I'm debating if I want to buy that advent. It's 150 for just the yarn and pattern. But if you get like the complete advent with all the extras and the yarn and extras, it's like 250. I don't know. I don't know. I might because I have never done a yarn advent calendar before. I don't generally like I've done like fiber advents. But sometimes you get colors you don't like. But this is like about Only Murders in the Building, so
You like that.
I know it's a good show. Like if you have never watched it and you guys have Hulu, definitely check it out. It's funny. Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez are the main characters, and they are like doing a podcast about murders,
I think
the
Chloe,
only ones in their building. So it's
she
really
just
good.
saw that. Like she was like trying to find another show and she's like,
Yeah,
oh, I said Alina likes that show.
yeah, yeah. I liked it. So yeah, it's worth checking out. So yeah. And my thing with reading books is I'm over young adult books, so like that limits a
Yeah.
lot for me. But if you have any recommendations, let me know. I like the paranormal things more than like historical fiction. Though I am reading this one called because I got sucked into Kindle Unlimited again. They
Okay.
had, to be fair, they had 3 months for 99 cents. So
Oh,
I
really?
totally was like, yeah. So I've been reading this one called Forgotten Cottage. It's really pissing me off though, because it's like they end in like the middle of the thought, and it's like the book end, but it's like 6 books. But really, if they put all 6 books together, it would be one real book.
That's
Does that make
annoying.
sense? It's like short stories, kind of, but all the same story. But that's the only thing that pisses me off about it. But it's like good. Like this lady um gets divorced. She's a writer and she moves into this cottage, and there's like a secret room, and she's like writing her novel, and it's kind of good. I have the last book, because it's not really a book, it's like the last
Chapter.
section to read still, but I've been reading that, and yeah. So anyways, we're just like talking, so we could just move right on to random randomness now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been super busy. I vended at the Madison Knitting Guild.
Nice.
um
How was that?
It was good. And so now that I'm a sponsor slash vendor for the Madison Knitting Guild, it means I'm a member of the Madison Knitting Guild. So I can come on the weeks of the months I'm not vending and just attend the meetings, which it's only like an hour and 20 minutes from my house, which the last one, it was like an hour and 40 minutes. So it's a little bit closer. Like, because they got a new meeting place. They're now meeting at Madison College, which is a Madison Technical College, not UW Madison. But the room is big and spacious, and it was a lot of fun to go to. Like I always enjoy going to the Madison Knitting Guild. And then Tuesday I had my Milwaukee Knitting Guild, which was also fun because my friend Courtney is now the president because they had a board change. And so this week they played Last Knitter Standing. It was like a game that they had in like they played before, and I didn't play because I was like so tired. I was like, I'm bringing my wheel and I'm just gonna spin and I will cheer people on, which ended up being like heckling, but still. Um um they played the game, and so they like you sat around, and then you whoever's turn it was had like you knit 2 rows to start, and then you got like it was like truth or dare kind of thing. Like you could pick a you spin the dial, and then it says pick a card, and you either pick the truth, like the question one, or like the other one. And so like there would be like an answer, so like who, like there was one like who in the Harry Potter books knit type of thing, and then it was like multiple choice, and if you got it wrong you had to take out a row. If you got it right you could knit 2 rows, stuff like
Oh,
that. And then there was ones where like pick the fastest knitter in the circle, and you have like a minute like hourglass and flip it, and they have to knit as many rows as they can, and then when they're done you count how many rows they have, and then you can add that many rows plus 2 to your thing. And then
wow.
basically at the end it was like whoever had the most rows won, so it was like you went around in a circle.
That's cool. That
It was
sounds fun.
cool. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that was fun. But I have at the end of the month, I'm going to a crank-in, which me and a lady I work with, her name's Ellen. So our yarn shop has a sock machine, and we'd like to learn how to do heels and toes on the machine. Like we know how to crank a tube. Obviously, you saw the socks I made, but it would be nice to like crank everything and then just Kitchener and have a pair of socks. Um, so we're going to a crank-in, and it's in Oconomowoc, which is like the other side of Milwaukee, um, from me, like off that way. Um, so that like over Halloween is when it is. So we're gonna go and just do sock machine cranking. It's basically a fiber festival, but like for sock machines, which I think of it's fun.
That
So
sounds fun.
yeah. But that's like, you know,
I have crafters retreat to go to that
oh,
weekend.
that's fun.
I'm also excited about.
Yeah,
Um,
it'll be like a nice time away.
I have fun news. I just ordered, I had with my, I've been selling sourdough. I think I said that last time.
Yeah.
Castle and Bakehouse is my little thing. But I've been selling it for a few months now, and I saved up enough that I was able to order a Bosch mixer, like because my KitchenAid is too small to do the bread in, so I was always mixing it by hand, but sometimes it really like was getting to my wrists and stuff, and I've been like researching the different ones. And it's just a little stand mixer, and it goes on your counter or whatever, but I can mix, or I've heard you can do up to like 7 loaves of bread at a time.
Really? That's awesome.
And then whatever. So I actually just used it for the first time today. It came a couple days ago, but I've been working. But yeah, I mixed 4 loaves in it right now, no problem. Um, yeah, so it was cool, and I'm excited. Um, and it's big. Like every time I would ever like even like bake cookies or muffins or whatever in my KitchenAid, like I always double the recipe because I just do. You have a big family, and everything is always like exploding out and stuff. So I'm excited to like have this and it not do that. So yeah,
That's exciting.
I
I'm
was very
glad. I always like try to share when you put your because she puts a spreadsheet up to sign up to
yeah,
buy loaves, and I always try to share it because I mean I know some people like
yeah.
Sheboygan's not that far, so I know people who like go up there or live up there.
Mhm.
Um, so
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
that's so
little bit, it's not like super crazy, but I think I kind of am thankful for that because I think if it was like really taking off, I'd probably get a little stressed out. So
yeah.
like a few loaves here, there every weekend, and I can handle that along with like the stuff that I bake for us, our house. But I'm enjoying it. And maybe in the future it'll get bigger and I'll do more things. Right now I'm just doing just plain old sourdough loaves. I should do like a jalapeno cheddar loaf because those are good. I've done them in the past, but I haven't like had them for sale. And
Yeah,
then I've been making focaccia bread, and that's so good too. I made
yeah.
like pesto from our basil and then put cherry tomatoes on top too, and it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so she
And
made
now I'm
them and
hungry.
yeah, now I want some focaccia. So, all right, so we are just talking randomly. So, thanks for joining us. Oh, we had some people comment. Oh, knit and crochet. Hi. Sorry we did not reply to your
Hi.
comments. I didn't see them till just now.
I don't see anything.
I think she said she wanted one of those knit those crochet. That was about the time when I was talking about the crochet
Oh,
cards.
the little
I got it from
calendar card.
Temu for like $2. So
Where'd you get it?
Temu.
Oh, fun.
Hook and Yarn Snippers says hi. But
Hi.
that's
Hopefully you made it this far.
yeah. So but thank you because now we're ending. So we'll see you guys next month.
Yeah.
Because we put it on our calendar so you can remember to be on time-ish because we were supposed to podcast last Thursday, but that didn't happen. So
Yeah.
but thanks for joining us and we will see you guys next month.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.